Hello everyone, this is Chris and welcome back to Cosmic Chapter 2. And what we're going to be doing today, in today's video, is finally, at last, assuming no more interruptions or distractions, at last head over to the base and start working on the very foundations of this entire mega base. And while I'm very excited to actually get started on this thing, I'm also a little bit nervous because if we get this wrong, then we're going to be stuck with a pretty ugly base for this entire rest of the season, so, no pressure. But before we even think about starting to place any type of block there, I actually need to catch you up on a few other things that's been happening off camera. First off, after the event of the last episode, I actually headed back into the end to do a little bit more end raiding, and yeah, we actually have quite a few more shulker shells, not shulker cells, and yeah, I actually also got quite a bit of a loot too. We have some dragon heads, we have lots and lots of spare armor and tools, and yeah, I think I'm looking pretty good right now. Next up, in between episodes, I actually drew my Secret Santa. The time slot to draw it has passed, and yeah, I drawed. I'm not gonna Hyperion. What the heck, dude? But anyway, I actually drew my Secret Santa. I won't be telling you who my Secret Santa is yet, and I won't be showing you what I got them or what I'm going to be doing for them yet, but in hindsight, I saw a kind of big flaw in that some people don't know where bases are, and that being me being someone. So what I did is I actually built this this Christmas tree for people to place their presents if they don't know where their particular base is. It's not mandatory to place your gifts under the tree, but in case you are having issues finding your particular Secret Santa's base, then totally put it under there. And finally, I think the last thing I need to catch you up with is some big developments happening inside of the shopping district. So basically, myself, DJ, Evelyn, and Hyperion have all decided to group together to work on one massive company, one massive corporation for the shopping district. And while we still will have our separate shops around the shopping district, there will be one main big building right on the coast of the shopping district. You can't necessarily see it too well right now thanks to all the rain, but if we fly up just a little bit, you can see that, yeah, myself and Evelyn have been extremely busy over these past few days working on the exterior, and while it's not necessarily complete, yeah, there's been so much work to be done, and yeah, there's so much work to do still, and we'll probably be doing that in a future video, working a little more on the exterior and interior, but I figured letting you know at least that yes, I am part of the Arctic company, and it is coming along pretty well right now. I like the way things are going. I like how we can actually see it now thanks to the sunlight coming out and the rain going away, but yeah, look forward to see more progress on that in the future. And as far as I know, I think that's pretty much all the things I need to catch up with, so no more delaying it. Let's actually get to work on the base. So over these past couple weeks, I have been doing quite a lot of AFKing over at this gardening farm, and even though it's not the most efficient one, I think it'll do the job it needs to. I think I'll have just enough to at least do a good start on this big base right here. And yeah, we got some down here, right here, and hopefully this will be enough. But before we even think about crafting any of the prismarine shards into bricks, let's use some of the prismarine that we actually got from mining out this entire ocean monument, because you look inside these chests and there is so much prismarine we got, so let's make the most out of what we have right now before we actually start making more. So the rough idea I have with this base is we're going to have one massive circle, and then we're going to have another really big circle on the outskirts of that, and then another one, and another one, and another one, going lower and lower and lower. And let's get started with the first one. I marked out the first little template as to where we could start building, just so I don't get confused with the dimensions and stuff. And yeah, drown are going to be the bane of my life over these next couple IRL days, because that's how long I think this is going to take. But yeah, let's get started. And I've immediately come up with a problem. We have hit the sand wall. What are we going to do what are we gonna do with this right here? I guess what we could do is we could build these little edges of the circle and then just build our way all the way to the top on every single side. And then at the very end, we can mine out these little sand edges, which are kind of a little bit in our way. I mean, it's not its fault. It's sort of my fault for placing it here. But yeah, for now, we're gonna have to have sort of an almost perfect circle, just not quite perfect with these edges. But yeah, I think if we do this, it'd be the most efficient way to do it, and I think with the reserves we have, we're not going to be able to do too many circles today, but we'll see. We now have one side completely done, for the most part, at least the first section of it. The only problem is that our reserves of prismarine are dwindling. It looks like I have a lot, but in reality, I'm running through this stuff pretty quickly. After we completely run out of reserves, I might have to do a little bit of AFKing. Thankfully, because we're using this type of prismarine, it's the cheapest type to craft, only using 4 prismarine Oh. Okay, well that was kind of cool, but... Drown. Leave me alone. I am trying to build here and talk to people. Come on. Jeez. Well, despite our issues with the drowned, we ran out of the prismarine we had on hand, and we're only, like, not even halfway done with this entire circle, so I guess it's time to go to the main reserves down here. And I know K-Flip is selling quite a bit of prismarine from his very efficient guardian farm, and in my mind, it's just like, why get something that I could get for free? But because of how slow this stuff is coming in, because of, like, how, like, lack this farm is. Like, I said this farm would do me fine, but maybe not. Maybe I'll have to meet up with K-Flip at some point in the future to, I guess, try and make some type of deal, because even though his stuff is actually pretty cheap compared to, like, some of the other prismarine shops, which, by the way, there are no other prismarine shops, he does have them pretty cheap, but then again, like, I'd have to buy so much prismarine, I'd have to get so much of it because of the absolute scale of the type of base I want to build. But for now, we'll use what we have, and we'll deal with it when we get to it. And after rummaging through every single one of these chests around here, after getting through all of them, I compiled all of the prismarine bricks we got, and yeah, that's quite a bit. Oh, just normal prismarine. That's quite a bit, but it's probably not going to be quite enough for what I want to do, but I guess we can deal with it when we get to it, like I said. But let's actually put this prismarine to work. A couple hours later, we have gone through every single piece of prismarine I have, and now we are about I think we're a little over halfway there if we look ourselves up here. Yeah, we have about a quarter of the way left, and we completely ran out of prismarine, which is no big deal. I guess we can just go AFKing for just a minute, but yeah, I was so close on finishing this thing. It would have been so cool to have the first circle done, but I guess we can go AFKing for a little bit. Ah, great, a creeper blew up, and they got guardians over the place. Like, creepers, man, they either get killed or they kill themselves, and unfortunately, they managed to do the deed themselves this time, and now we have a broken guardian farm. How great is that? Hopefully this shouldn't be too hard to fix. Hopefully we didn't lose too many things in the explosion. Otherwise, this will have to take another few minutes to fix, but I think this shouldn't be too hard to fix. I mean, there's only like some glass and some blocks missing, so hopefully. Thankfully, it wasn't too hard to fix, and now all we have to do is just place in this glass again and hopefully not have any more leakages with all these guardians. Just placing this in, and there we go. That wasn't too hard, and now what we have to do is put a trine in that I got from these millions of drowns. Like, I have so many spare trines now, and all we gotta do is get down to their level and then just throw one in, and it shouldn't be too hard. I mean, unless if like they get in the way, and I don't know, maybe it'll just be like you fling it in and it's easy enough. But right, if we aim and throw through the little area, and nope, let's try again. Nope. Okay, well, we're gonna have to kill these guys. We're gonna have to get them out the way, and then we can actually throw in this trine. Maybe we could throw in a few. I don't know if they'll increase efficiency or not, but maybe we could try. There, finally managed to get a trine in there. So now all we have to do is just sit in this little pod for a few hours just to get a few more prismarine drops, and all we gotta do is just flick the lever, get it started, and yeah, now all we gotta do is just kick back, relax. I'll probably just be like on YouTube for a little bit while letting this thing run in the background. So I guess I'll see you guys in a few hours. A few hours have passed, and now let's see how many drops we have. Okay, this is a pretty good start. We have oh, it's just the stuff in here. Okay, we can work with this. We can at least try and finish up this last little section of this massive circle. And after all that, we got 8-bit stacks of prismarine. Fingers crossed. My fingers are so crossed they're basically broken that this will be enough to actually finish this last little section. Thankfully, it seems like it just about is. We have just a few more blocks we have to place, and there we go. We have the entire first circle all done, and let's fling ourselves up at the trine just to see the scale of this thing, if we can try and do it properly. But yeah, you see, like, this entire ring is entirely filling the entire area. I think I said entire enough times in that one sentence, but yeah, we have this whole section completely sectioned off inside a circle. So I guess the next logical step, because we're fresh out of prismarine, is to actually start draining out these sections. Yeah, I don't want to have any of this water just sitting on the edge of this place. I want to have this entire circled area completely drained out and ready to actually build the design. And we're gonna have so much spare sand. I think I'm gonna try and incorporate some glass inside the build. I haven't entirely figured out the entire design, but I have a rough idea as to what to do. But yeah, here we go, back on the sand placing grind. And now on to the sponge placing grind. The big thing which was holding me back that entire time when draining out this entire monument, because you had to go get them all wet, you had to go take them to the nether, place them all down, break them down, which was the serious thing which was slowing me down. So hopefully these little sections on the side should be easier than draining out the entire ocean monument. And at least we have this. Ooh, is there? Oh, wait a minute. It's the water from underneath the monument that I didn't bother draining out. So we're gonna have to break the sand just a little bit higher than that, which is fine. We'll have to drain out the bottom section later. But yeah, at least we have this satisfying moment of just clearing out this entire sand layer, and it's gonna look so much different. It's gonna look like so much big. Where is this water starting at? Like, come on, dude. And there we go. We gotta go all the way to the top. But yeah, this place is gonna look so much bigger and so much more grand when we get these big sand walls out of the way. But the tricky bit about doing this is actually trying to collect the sponges, and we gotta fly ourselves up there. Come on, take off. Come on, almost there. There we go. Fly ourselves up, get to the top, and then just slowly but surely break our way down. And yeah, we have so much more work we gotta do with this thing. We got so many other platforms and areas we gotta fill out, but I guess we gotta do it. We gotta get it done if we want to actually have a... Oh, what's going on the camera? Why is it going all the way up? I'll look at you like this, but yeah, we're gonna have so much more work on our hands with this thing. And after about 3 hours of placing sponges, breaking sponges, and all that sorts of stuff, we finally managed to finish 1/4 of this entire place. And I gotta say, just this one side, it's already making this place look so much bigger and so much more impressive. I mean, it obviously is gonna look bigger than what it once was, but yeah, if this one side tells me anything, this entire place is gonna look pretty cool. And while clearing out this one section, I actually had a pretty cool idea as to... Camera, come on, camera. I had an idea as to what we could do with this base. So I had the original idea of building a huge structure in the sky up there alongside it, but then I also had the realization of how cool would it be if we dug this entire area straight the way down to bedrock. We could fit in so much stuff, we could have so many farms, so many storage type places, and yeah, so many possibilities, and I think that'd be so cool to see. The only problem is that it's a very grindy thing, and there's still water down here, but it's still a really cool and neat idea. What if we were to sort of make it a tournament type thing where we get other cosmics to dig all the way down there for me? I'll have to do some thinking about that, but I kind of like that idea. I kind of like having cosmics do all the work for me and in some big championship, but yeah, I'll have to think about it over the next few days. For now, we have to get back to this grindy water draining. And another 3 hours have passed of me working to get rid of this entire area, and if those two sites tell me anything, this is gonna take so long to do. I feel like I'm gonna have gray hairs by the time we finish draining out this entire thing. Hopefully not, but we'll have to see. And with this last pillar being destroyed, we finally finished the second quarter of this thing, and much like the first one, it feels so much bigger in here now. Let's try and have a look at it from the sky if we can take off. Come on. There we go, there we go. Let's have a look and see just the scale of this thing and how... Okay, this is wild. This is so crazy. This is so huge. And keep in mind, this is just the base of everything. Like, the base of the base. Like, the framework of the entire base. And it's already looking so huge and so magnificent. So huge. And, like, all this area is gonna house farms, house my sleeping accommodations, my storage, and everything inside of here. And yeah, we're only halfway there, but we are heading in the right direction with this project. And speaking of this project, it's time to break out the sponges and do more sponge placing, so I guess I'll see you in another 3 hours. I could complain about the fact that one side took me so much longer than 3 hours, but look at this. Look at how huge this entire place is with only 3/4 of the way done. But yep, rather than bragging on or doing anything like that some more, let's just push our way through. Let's try and get this last side done, and then let's admire this entire thing as it's finished. And out of all the sides I'm working on, this one is by far the most annoying. You see, I'm keeping the guardian farm on, that way we can actually get some more guardian drops and things like that, but to do that, I have to endure the clicking noise of the Trines killer and do all that types of things, and it is driving me so insane. Like, usually I'd listen to like some music or something, but I can't. This is so frustrating and annoying. And after another few hours of having gritted teeth of listening to this clicking, we are finally done with clearing out this area. And let's admire like how crazy this place looks, as now most of it is pretty much done. Apart from the edges and things, we'll have to work on that later, but for the most part, the entire floor section of this base is completely finished. And if we fly ourselves up again like what we did before, but we go just a little bit further than we did before, let's just take a look at all the hard work we did in this one video. Look at how insane this one base is now. Like, I've been saying it this entire episode, but this base is... I'm so in love with this one base. And again, this is only the start of it. This is only the very bottom, the very framework of it. This is gonna get so much more crazy with more circles, with more, like, design works, and more types of things like that, especially as we go up and down in the future. So in the next episode, we'll be draining out the entire rest of the ocean, and... Okay, I'm only kidding. I can't bear doing any more, like, water draining right now. In the next episode, we'll probably be away from the base again, doing some other types of things. Probably working on shops or something like that, so look forward to that. But until then, that's pretty much all I have for you now, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.